I'm Kate, and I am a digital media specialist and content manager at God TV. And in 2012, I started getting migraines. I had never had a migraine before. I was getting like 2 and 3 a week to where I would just be out. All I could do is lay in a bed with no lights, couldn't talk, couldn't hear anything. And one time I was having just a girls' night. One of my friends, she has this like crazy gift for healing. And I was like, I feel like you're supposed to pray for me. I had already had a migraine starting to come on, and she prayed for me and immediately left. And then I did not have another one. That lasted for a couple years. Fast forward to 2016, I went snowboarding with my family, and I went down this run really fast, and I wasn't good enough to stop, so I flipped like over and over and over down the mountain and got really seriously bad whiplash. I think I had a concussion. Like, it was crazy. After my whiplash finally healed, I went for a run, and after the run, I got a migraine. And then it started happening weekly. But this time, a lot of anxiety came with it. I felt hopeless. Every time a migraine would come on, the anxiety would come on with it, and it would be the lies of, you'll never hike again, you'll never run again, you'll never get to do the things that you love the most, and this hopelessness would come with it. They came back with a vengeance. This was also a lonely season, because when you have a migraine, you can't be around people. I was by myself. I was sick from this migraine, like over the toilet. And I said, God, I need to know that you are here right now. My belief system was even challenged in this. And I had asked the Lord, I said, what's the root of this? And he told me stress. I was a worship pastor at the time for a larger church. And I had put a lot of pressure on myself to do a good job. I decided to fast my first hour of my day. I would wake up earlier to do this, whether I was reading my Bible, worshiping, whatever it looked like. I would just wake up and be like, okay, get my coffee. Lord, what are we doing? And so I watched this one teaching. One of these mornings, it was probably the 3rd morning into this, and it was this teaching on working from rest. And they said, if you start your day looking at your phone, looking at your emails, looking at, working, then you're starting your day from stress. I'm not gonna look at my text messages. I'm not gonna look at my work email. I'm just gonna really focus on the Lord and lean into the Holy Spirit. And I took that throughout my day. Whenever a problem would happen, or I could feel myself starting to strive or starting to stress, I would lean into the Holy Spirit. And the Lord taught me, he said, you can't push out stress, but you can invite peace and rest. And he said, anxiety and stress is the absence of peace and rest. So the first time it was like God just miraculously healed me. And this time it was a process. And I had to actually uproot some things in my life, like let go of things and invite his rest, like lean in to the Holy Spirit throughout my day. And I haven't had a migraine since. I get to go live on God TV Facebook page. One time I shared my testimony of being healed of migraines, and I prayed for people with headaches and with migraines. And as I'm reading the comments, I remember this one person was like, my headache's gone, or my headache is feeling better. When we release testimony, it brings breakthrough for more testimony, because testimony builds faith in people. It became so real to me, the goodness of the Lord, not because of good things, not because of good gifts, but because it's just who he is. His goodness is for us through everything.